Hey guys, I'm smoking a cigarette real quick. Jeff made some homemade pizza for supper tonight, and it was really good. Um, I still having issues with that tooth. I'm kind of starting to get a little bit scared and worried, but I'll deal with that another day. Um, Trenton is in the hospital. He was in the field this weekend and he was supposed to be in the field all this coming week, clear up until the 10th. But he fell or something this morning, and there was a loud pop in his shoulder. And of course, he tried to tough it out all day until several hours ago, where I guess it kind of got excruciating. And he finally told the doctor that was in the field, and they took him to the hospital. And I guess it started out, they thought it was dislocated, but then when I talked to his wife, Maya said something about his shoulder being fractured, and that the doctor said that it is a very tough fracture. And so I don't know as of right now if he's going to require surgery or not. So um, keep your fingers crossed, and I will update you guys the best I can. Um, as of right now, hi, Tiny Tim. As of right now, next Sunday, I will not be having a live because we will be doing a special Veterans Live Monday, the 12th at 5 p.m. my time. So 5 p.m. my time would have been 2 hours ago. So whatever 2 hours ago is your time, that's what time it'll be. But we were supposed to have off the wall prepper on as our Navy guy, but he did something and got himself put back into YouTube jail, so he won't be able. Trenton, I'm disregard the cigarette. Trenton, um, he is in the field, was in the field, and he's a Marine, just in case you didn't know that. But he was in the field, and he was supposed to be in the field until the 10th. But he did something this morning. He fell or something, and there was a loud pop in his shoulder. He tried to tough it out all day until a few hours ago. I guess it got to be kind of excruciating. And hey, Peter. Hi, Jan. Hi, Tim. Hi, Jaden. Hey, Wesley. But it got to be kind of excruciating. So he told the field doc. The field doc had him taken to the hospital. They ran a scan on his shoulder, and Trenton originally messaged me something about I dislocated my shoulder. Hey, Ralph. And so then I went ahead and waited a little bit, and then I called his wife, Maya, because when I started asking Trenton questions, he just replied with "Ask Maya." So I called Maya, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And she said that the doctors had told her that his shoulder is fractured and it is a very tough fracture. So I don't know if he's going to end up having to have surgery or what is currently going on with his shoulder. So send some prayers up for Trenton, and prayers hopefully that he's semi better by the 12th, because he was supposed to be my current military person for the Veterans Live. But it is what it is. I mean, if he's in the hospital or has a broken shoulder or whatever, we'll deal with it. But I can't be with him. He's down in North Carolina. I'm stuck up here. But his wife is with him, but they can't have the baby at the hospital. And so her and one of Trenton's friends are taking turns with the baby down in the car so Maya can still go up and be with Trenton. And then she comes down, gives the friend a break, and the friend goes up and spends time with Trenton, and vice versa. And so, as of right now, Trenton's in the hospital. So, yeah. We got most of everything from last Sunday's giveaway shipped out. We still have 6 items that haven't been, but 2 of them are ready to be taken to the post office in the morning. That'll leave me with 4. And I'm waiting for some money to be deposited from my PayPal into my bank. And I guess it's like a 1 to 3 business day thing. And then I will be able to ship off another one. And then I'll be down to just sending off 3. And so be on the lookout, everybody that wants something for stuff to start arriving within the next couple of days. So, but yeah, hi Nancy. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I've still been kind of having some issues with that tooth spot. So that's kind of really worrying me because it's been 3 weeks since I had that tooth pulled. So you wouldn't be thinking that I'd still be in pain from it, but I am. And I don't know. Hey Rick, how you doing, babe? Be on the lookout for your little hammer thing. Because I got everything mailed off except for 6 items. And as I said, 2 of them are ready to go to the post office tomorrow. And then I'll be sending out another one in 1 to 3 days. And so that'll just leave me with 3. Hi, Annette. How you doing, baby? It's nice to see you guys. I'm okay. I'm struggling. No, bite me, Randy. You know I love you. I've been trying to do that vape thing, even though I know it don't help too, but either or. So, Michael, what has happened to you? Normally, you're the first one. You used to be the first one here, and then it's like the last 3 or 4 weeks, you've kind of sauntered in a few minutes later. Ashley, hi, sweetheart. Most of you that I had emails for should have gotten an email with a tracking number in it. And so, if you won something, you should have gotten. I know, like Brenda, I didn't have her email. So, then there was like a couple of others that I didn't have emails for. So, those people won't be getting the tracking numbers. But, I understand that, I mean, here it is, it's almost winter time and everybody, trying to winterize your homesteads and, all of that type of stuff. And Randy said hi, Jeff.
Hey, Randy.
He said hi. Wesley's on here too.
Hey, Wesley.
Mm.
Wonder if they got any snow out there yet. Bad storm.
Wesley, Jeff is wanting to know if you guys got any snow yet. It's going into summer in Australia.
Good for you, Jonesy.
No, this is Annette.
Oh, Annette?
Mm. You know, maybe that's what we need to do. Buy a place in Australia, and then when winter hits here, we go to Australia. And then when winter hits there, we just come back here.
They're in the southern
That would be cool. Rick said snow is a 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhymes with pet. But yeah, so most of you should be. Wesley said a little and all gone, and today was 50.
50.
Yep.
Only like 42, 43 here.
Yeah, the highest it was here today was about 42 or 43, and then it was, what, a week ago, Randy? We got like 3 inches of snow. So, yeah, if you guys hear me in the background, Jeff's got his phone going. No, it's okay. I know, Peter. Wouldn't that be awesome? We all can buy just like one little homestead in Australia and build our own little cabins. And Ashley said it's supposed to be 55 tomorrow. Ashley, you're in Missouri, aren't you? I can't remember, honestly. Yeah, homestead timeshare. Exactly. Near Rolla. Yep. That's what I thought. I thought you were near. My ex, he used to live in Rolla. And so I on the weekends that we didn't meet in Jefferson City, I would have to drive all the way to Rolla to pick up the kids, and we'd drive through Vichy and Vichy. What was the other ones we drive through going to Rolla? It's like a whole bunch of little spit podunk towns, like Jacksonville and Cairo. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, I know. From Jacksonville, Missouri, all the way to Rolla, it's a drive. But yeah, that was when I lived in Moberly, which was only like 15 minutes closer. So, but yeah. And Jan said Rolla is 2.5 to 3 hours from them. So, yeah. Yeah, I grew up in a very small town called Huntsville, Missouri. And my parents were divorced, and so my dad lived in Clifton Hill, Missouri, on his farm. And so Huntsville and Clifton Hill are right next to each other. And so I kind of got small town living from when I lived with my mom, and then I got farm living, when I lived with my dad. And so I kind of got the best of both worlds. I never did like big city living. When I was with my first ex-husband, we lived in Columbia for a while, and Columbia is pretty big. And I did not. Oh, Randy, honey, I feel you. I totally feel you, dude. I had a bad headache all day yesterday. Woke up with a slight headache this morning, and took some medicine, and luckily it's been gone. But it's like, I don't know if I've got a touch of the flu or what, but I was throwing up and everything yesterday. So I pray you don't have what I have, and I pray you get better, and I love you, and I will send up tons of prayers for you, buddy, okay? And I hope you get better. Take something for it. Hey, Corn Fed, how you doing, bud? Yes, make sure to hit that thumbs up, please. Yeah, exactly. Like you guys, when it's winter there, you guys can, timeshare over here because it'll be summer here. And then when it's winter here, we just all hop it back to Australia and timeshare there and boop, 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 back and forth. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be cool. I'd love that. My husband is on his account, Mr. Willoway. Oh, yeah. He got himself some type of a little Chromebook thing today. So, because it used to be, we used to both have tablets. Then Hunter was born. And hey, Tony. And then Hunter took over my tablet. And a toddler-ish, a little older of a toddler-ish, with a tablet didn't go over so well. Screen got shattered. Tablet got ruined. Tablet got thrown away. So he took over Jeff's tablet. Screen is shattered, but it's still working. He plays his games and everything through a completely shattered screen. And I am not talking, just a crack. I am talking shattered screen. But it's still working, and with his ADHD and everything, it helps with his mind and stuff like that. So
Hey, stop.
you have too many animals to put on the airplane. Yeah, you do. We all do, technically. We'd have to do something about that. I wouldn't know what to do with the animals. I don't know. We'd figure it out. What kinds of
Okay.
the dogs, I tell you. What kinds of things do you guys do to winterize your homesteads? Like us, we have to empty the barrels that we use to water the chickens. We have to empty those. That way they don't freeze and crack over the winter. We have to clean the chicken coop out and add in, a lot of extra straw and stuff like that. Winterizing the garden, getting it ready for being able to plant in the spring. Then you got the usual, house type winterizations. You're supposed to winterize your AC unit. You're supposed to clean out your gutters. You're supposed to change out all the batteries and the smoke detectors. I don't know. There's a list a mile long. But I was sitting there, I was looking at my Pinterest today. I've actually been cleaning up and organizing my Pinterest a little bit better. I had a lot of ideas on there that weren't feasible, for like our house and stuff like that. So, hey, Gwen. Yeah, that's one thing that Jeff has to do every day in the winter is he keeps the garden hose stretched out to the cow's water. But we also have a heater that we have to put in the cow's water in the winter. And so we have to run an extension cord from the red shed that we cleaned out. We have to run an extension cord to the heater so the cows have unfrozen water all winter long. And then he has the garden hose that runs from the house all the way down to the water, but he has to walk all the water out of it so the water doesn't freeze in the hose. We do have a generator, Rick. Jeff said it's a 5,000 watt. Wesley says, walk the hose out and blow it out with the air compressor. He doesn't blow ours out, but he does walk it out, but it's only 50 feet. So, but we do have a generator just in case. But we're out of propane for our living room fireplace. So right now we are literally running on pure electric heat. We don't even have any pellets for the stove thingy downstairs. However, excuse me, we do have an old wood stove also down in the basement, to where if anything ever happens long term, we can switch out the pellet stove with the wood stove and then do something that unblocks vents and so on and so forth. So Jeff said that wood stove used to heat this house. So
This is just an earth stove.
yeah, that Ashley said that they've got a generator, but theirs isn't big enough for heat. So
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't. We couldn't.
ours isn't big enough for
heat.
heat either.
We could run a fan on your fireplace, and we could run the pellet stove easy.
Huh. Hey Eddie, how you doing? Did you guys see the short that I put up today? It is something that Teddy does every single day. Don't know if he thinks he's trying to help Jeff, because I noticed in that one part of the video when I was videotaping it, he actually grabbed the hose with his teeth and pulled on it and got it coiled up. And so I don't know if he really thinks he's helping or what. Yeah, ours won't run the whole house. As I said, ours is only a 5,000. So yeah, ours might run like my little heater that I have right here, and then the refrigerator, and maybe, a small appliance here and there, like the coffee maker. That would be a must. But as usual, I'm going to do my usual one-time shout out. Don't forget to check out my Amazon wish list, and also don't forget to check out my Etsy store, because I will be adding a lot more stuff, because I got a lot more herbs this week because I ordered more. And so, I actually ordered them like last week, and they actually came in this week. And so, I will be having a lot more different type of tea blends and stuff like that. So, old wood air circulating stove inside, but need to have it serviced to see if it's workable. Wood air circulating stove. What kind of person, like heating and air person, would they be the ones to look at that, Ashley, I think? Hi, Tim. Hey, Tamara. Yeah. When I lived in Moberly, the house that we bought had a wood-burning fireplace. I absolutely loved it. That was when I was looking for a house to buy. I had to have two things. One was a basement and one was a wood-burning fireplace, when I lived in town Moberly, for several reasons. Basement was because tornado sirens go off once or twice a year in Moberly. So basement was a must. And two, there had been previous ice storms that had knocked out the power and everything. And so I wanted a wood burning fireplace. That way I had some way of keeping my kids warm. And so, but 12 Stones Ranch. Hi, Byron. How are you doing? Yeah, I miss highly having a wood burning fireplace. I mean, I really miss that. Um, Jeff knew I wanted a fireplace, so he got me the little propane one. But I really, really, really miss my wood burning fireplace. You know, that one, that was, that. Okay, guilty look here. Me and the kids would sit and roast marshmallows in the wood burning fireplace in the winter. So that's kind of another reason I miss it. Guilty. That was always something fun to do with the kids. You know, Trenton, he really liked that. He was young enough and wasn't constantly gone with his friends. That was one thing that he, really enjoyed, was roasting marshmallows in the fireplace. So, but we do have that gazebo that Jeff built. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. Well, Jeff and Trenton built. Got to get that right. But Jeff used an old grain bin top for the roof of the gazebo. And so that was kind of one way that, he recycled, was that. Ooh, Ashley, I hope you can save it. I seriously, I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with it, and that if it is, it's something that's only going to cost like $5 or $10. Wow. But yeah, that's, I mean, I guess like we could always wrap the gazebo in plastic and open the top round piece up in the. My mind is not working tonight. Grain bin lid. We could always open that to let the smoke out, but wrap the gazebo in plastic and have it heat that way, I guess. I mean, we've got plastic around here somewhere, but you what?
I thought about making some panels to close it in.
Jeff said that he thought about making some panels to close it in the wintertime. But
this is one of my bodyguards.
See that Josh is not here tonight.
I have two bodyguards.
Jeff, does your thing have a camera? It does? Click that link that I just shared. Uh-huh.
Stand up here.
Huh. Hubby's parents put in a slate wood heater when they built their house. I'm not sure what a slate wood heater is. Yeah.
This doesn't have the best.
I know. I'm just wanting to see some.
Unless a question to it, I will get it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you come up in the basement or anything, Jeff.
I don't need to display names, do I?
Take this.
You don't have to.
jerks.
But you can just, type in GOFF.
No,
Okay, you don't have to. He's probably busy watching one of his buddies. Okay. Jeff's coming up in the basement.
All right. How's that? Scary, huh?
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That's the camera on Jeff's little
Yeah, it's not very.
thingy that he got today. So
It's only like 1 megapixel, but sorry.
yeah, it's like there's like very little color, Jeff. It's like almost black and white.
Well, it's dark in here for one thing. Hunter, turn on this big light overhead, please.
No, I just want to see
Can
if
you
that
turn that
helps.
on?
This one.
See, there. A little better.
Yes. Still a little
You can
better,
see?
but not much. Hunter, turn on the Christmas tree.
You can. I'm plugged in there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hmm.
Okay, you can go ahead and go off, Jeff, if you want. I just wanted to see if you were
Okay.
able to come up.
All right.
I did turn on the
Here.
Christmas tree, Mommy.
Let's see if I can get out of
Turn on
here.
the Christmas tree now.
There you go. How did you do that?
Turn it on.
Yeah, did you unplug Daddy?
No.
What?
I unplugged my charger and I
You
put it
unplugged your charger.
and I put it
Aw,
on.
You're such a good
And I
boy.
unplugged that one.
Hi, Rob.
No,
Eddie said, "No, Jeff, don't leave." I love you, my sweet boy. You're so handsome. But I don't know if you guys can see our tree, but that's our tree. See if I can show you the stocking cap tree or the stocking tree that Jeff built. That's our stocking tree. It's, I know you can't see the bottom of it, but the bottom is like just a plus sign. And then he's got the pole up in the center, and then he put hooks on it because we've got 9 kids and 9 adult kids. Well, 8 adult kids and Hunter. And so we still have stockings. My kids tell me that the stockings is the best part of their Christmas every year. Yeah, Rob is on. Yeah. Yeah. And Jeff just seen you were on. Rob. Yeah. Hunter is something else. He's something else. I don't know what I would do without him most days, and then other days I'd like to choke the dickens out of him. But I think that is just, his ADHD and, stuff like that just kind of. Why is my phone cord laying on the ground? Make sure the dog didn't chew on it. Nope, we're safe. No, I just looked down and seen that my phone charger was laying on the ground. So better pick that up before Teddy decides to munch on it. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, you see, we're lucky, like we just have the cows and then the chickens now, I should say. I know the tree's drunk. I wish the angel lit up, but it's broke, so we're gonna have to bring up the star or buy a new angel, one of the two. But
I think I'm gonna buy another angel.
we need to buy another angel.
Yeah.
Hunter wants to buy another angel, so we may end up doing that at some point in time. How did that happen? Sorry. I'm not sure how it happened, but he had a car sitting on the stack of stuff that I have to put out. And all of a sudden, the stack of stuff, not the stack of stuff, but his car just went rolling and he wasn't even touching it. So, well, howdy, handsome. How you doing?
How you doing, girl?
Look,
Good to see you.
Look,
Good to see you
look,
too.
Mommy.
What, honey? I know. Okay, you're being a little
Well, your
loud.
tree might be drunk, but it's pretty.
Take this.
Thank
Purple
you.
cargo down here.
I like your tree too. Look at that. It almost looks like a siren lights.
Yeah, it's a strobe effect, the thing on it.
You see Rob's tree?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Looks
cool?
like a siren light.
Yeah. So, how are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. It's been a rough few weeks with all the bugs and the sicknesses, you know. So,
What's the
yeah,
weather been like
life's-
there?
You know, today was beautiful, but the rest of this week it's going to be like 50 to 70% chances of rain every day. So, but it won't be too cold, like 60s during the day. Oh. All right, Devil Dog.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Like that.
What happened?
Like that.
My external hard drive kept trying to pop up for some reason. I don't know what it was doing. It was like it was kind of unplugging and plugging back in because my computer kept beeping at me. So I don't know what that was about, but it's okay now, I guess. So I don't know. That was weird. So, do you guys have a homestead?
Well, I call it a homestead. It's one in progress because we you know I'm set on part of my family farm.
Yeah.
And we got about, our little section here is about 5 acres that we're tending, and for us, and I got goats and chickens, and we do a lot of gardening and stuff, but we're I'd love to get much more self-sustainable. Like we're looking into sheep, and I wouldn't mind raising a few hogs, and we shall see. Because
do you guys have you planted an orchard and a berry area? And
we have blueberries, blackberries, and now I had a fairly good orchard going, and some of the spray they put on our farm here, when they spray it, it drifts over, and it's knocked out. Yeah, I've had 3 or 4 apple trees, some peach trees, a couple cherry trees, a couple plum trees. All those were killed, but I mean, it has part of being out here, and they try to do. I'm gonna replant, but they try to stay back and watch it. I just asked them, said, listen, you got to do what you got to do to raise your crop, and I get it. I said, but just on windy days, when it's 15 mile an hour blowing toward my property, don't spray up there,
Yeah.
Hold back or something. They come through and they drop their booms down on their coop sprayers. They do what they can do. So I'm hoping we can get that back. And I had 2. I had a beautiful Honeycrisp apple tree that the wind took out. It was loaded too. It just made me sick.
Oh, I can imagine. Our trees are just now starting to get to where they are putting fruit off.
Yeah.
Like we've had, a couple of small peaches that, of course, didn't make it. And then last year we had like 2 apples that, of course, didn't make it. And then we had 1 plum that, of course, didn't make it. And so they're just now starting to get to the putting on the fruit stage. So,
ours this year, we had a lot of blooms coming on our peach trees and our apple trees that we do have that are still standing. And, but the frost came in and it knocked them out the first time, and they put on again, and we had another frost, and it never usually that bad. But hey, Krubby, how you doing?
Hi, Krubby.
Good to see you.
Am I getting it?
Mr. Willoway.
Okay.
Oh,
he always comes to me and
right
says,
to
Mommy,
Homestead.
scratch my back. He's like his dad. I think that's where he got it, actually. Okay, is that good? Yeah,
Broke cowgirl.
yeah, that's Quinn. Gosh darn it.
How's everything
But-
going where y'all are at? How's your weather?
It's been kind of chilly the last few days. I mean, and very windy. I mean, very windy. Not today so much, but yesterday and the day before, it was like the wind was unbelievable. And the wind has kind of calmed down, but it's been kind of really cold. So,
Yeah, we've had a lot of wind, and we've had, every night, like the last few nights, it's gotten down to like 22, 23 degrees overnight. So and then the wind just jamming, and it's like, golly, it's hard on the heat bill.
Possibly some snow.
Jeff just said that we're supposed to be getting some rain and possibly some snow this week. So,
What does that mean?
that means sometime this week it's either going to rain or snow.
I know anytime rain and snow makes a avalanche.
Rain and snow make an avalanche?
Yeah.
I imagine if we lived up in the mountains, you're probably right. That could make an avalanche.
Yeah, anytime the water takes one drop on the big,
Yeah.
He's a smart little thing.
Slow down.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it?
If a big drop of water goes on it, it's going to start going down.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah. I hate that.
Ashley said, I heard rain.
I hate that. Yeah.
Keep that snow up north. Oh no, Wesley, we don't want any ice. We're good. We're good on that, bud. You can keep it.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
We had was it 2009? We had that real bad ice storm come through here. I hope I'll never see another one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was 21 days. We were without power.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see. The year Trenton was born, 2001.
Boom.
We had a really bad ice storm in Moberly that year. It was, I mean, really bad. Knocked out power and everything. It was bad. That was the last really, really, really bad ice storm that I can remember. I mean, we had ice here a few years ago that, was pretty thick, but we kept power and everything. So,
I used to always get frustrated when we missed the snow, and I love snow. But now with my kids on the road working, them taking my grandkids, I'm like, as much as I love it, I'm just worried to death about them being out on it. So now I just don't even want to see it.
yeah. Trenton's in the hospital. My Marine.
And what happened?
He was he's been in the field the last couple of days, field training, and he did something this morning where he fell or something and his shoulder popped when he did it, and he waited all day, and I guess a few hours ago he finally went to the field doctor.
Oh,
And they took him to the hospital, and he was at first told by the field doctor that his shoulder was dislocated, but after he got to the hospital, the doctors there told him that his shoulder looks fractured, and that it is a very tough fracture. And so I don't know if he's going to end up having to have surgery or what. And so that's what's going on right now.
and anything to do with that shoulder is a long recovery. My wife had she had spurs in there around the road. She had to have rotator cuff really repaired, but they had to get spurs out, and it took her bursa out in there, and she had to rehabilitate, and it was on 6 or 8 weeks.
Will they kick him out of the military? Because he is right arm dominant, and it's his right arm that is fractured, his right
I
shoulder.
don't know how. I would say if the prognosis of what he would be after he's healed. But I don't know. I don't know how the military is on all that. Their guidelines.
Yeah. Were you in the military?
Nah.
No.
No.
Rob waved at you.
All right.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
All right, man. Running around like a chicken with his head cut off,
Oh my gosh, lots to do. Lots to do.
Okay, Eddie.
as usual. What was that?
His
Yeah, that's what I
call.
thought. Eddie, if he's going to heal back, they wouldn't have any reason.
No.
He may have a little easier for a few weeks.
Yeah, they'll probably
Other
have
than
him
the
on like
Pain
severe
of
leg
trying to
duty
rehab,
and
that's going to be
whatnot.
difficult. Like I said, my wife, it was 8 weeks or better. It was pretty rough getting her going again.
Yeah, Jeff had surgery on both of his shoulders, but he still has problems with that one shoulder. It did. I don't know if they didn't do it right, if it didn't heal right, or what. But I mean,
The left shoulder's good.
we think it was doctor error because we have heard a lot of bad things about the doctor that did his right shoulder since then. So we don't know for sure, but go back to his normal job. His normal job is bulk fuel. It's up above, baby. Hold on. I'll post it again.
DD, the devil dog.
Yep. Mr. Eddie. There you go.
Yeah, just to let you know, when you get hurt, injured in the military, for one, if it's so bad that they force him out, he'll be on disability. He can get, disability from the military for the rest of his life if they force him out because of it. But if it's just a broken arm or a fractured collar, and it'll be 8 weeks or whatever till it's back to normal or whatever after the rehab or whatever else, they'll put him on what's called light duty, okay?
Yeah.
And put him doing paperwork somewhere, or they'll do a temporary reassignment duty or something where he'll be working, he'll be doing stuff, just not his normal job. Once it heals back up to where he's 100% or close to 100% or whatever, then he'll go back to doing his regular job. They're not going to force him out because you break a leg or break an arm or anything else unless you cannot do your job whatsoever. And then in that case, if they force him to, depending on what it is and how severe, he may be able to change MOSs. If it's an MOS that he can do something else, which is military occupational specialty, it's his job where he can do something else, but not that. But if they do force him out, that's service-connected disability, and that he can get a rating for the rest of his life. Now, what I will tell him is anything, and this is important, anything that he gets hurt, sick, whatever in the military, he wants to go to medical about and have it documented. Okay. Has to get it documented in the Marine Corps, because it may be 5-10 years after he gets out or whatever else. And then it may be a recurring thing to where the initial things, like, for example, his shoulder or whatever that he broke, he may eventually get arthritis in it or something like that.
Maya just sent me that.
I don't know. Is that bone right there supposed to be up top going to his neck or something?
Yeah, that's
I don't know. That's what Maya just sent me.
Well, I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. I mean,
Neither do I.
I don't know where stuff's supposed to be or whatever.
that little sharp bone poking up.
Yeah, that's what I think. Hey, Generational Homestead. Yeah, maybe like.
Yeah, I don't think that's supposed. I don't think that sharp bone is supposed to be poking up like that.
Well,
Wow.
but the thing is you can't get too freaked out over, something or whatever. But what I'm saying, if he's at medical and they'll do surgery if it needs to be or whatever else. But like I said, if it doesn't heal back to normal, just have him go to medical for anything and everything that goes wrong. And then if something happens later on, like he gets arthritis or he has mobility issues with his shoulder or something like that, and it stems back to the military, he can get disability for that. The problem is Marines especially do not go to medical for every friggin' little thing. And then whenever you get out, it's hard to prove that it happened or stemmed from in the Marine Corps and everything else. And it's hard to prove service-connected disability and stuff like that. I mean, trust me, I've been fighting with the VA for almost 30 years, and it's a process, especially if you don't. Hoorah, Hunter, hoorah, buddy.
He hides.
Hunter, I can still see you. You better go lower. Hunter. I can still see you. There you go. Now I can't see you no more. But anyways, I mean, it'll be fine and stuff like that. Just, as long as he goes to medical and stuff like that and can prove service-connected disability, like I said. But in that case, he'll more than likely get maybe 8 weeks or whatever else, and then he'll get back to his normal job. Whatever.
It looks like a separated collarbone.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Nancy says it looks like a separated collarbone.
As my son had that wreck back earlier this year.
Is that what happened to him?
He broke his clavicle and separated it.
I cracked my left collarbone when in between my kindergarten and first grade year. What is one thing we all like to do when we're swinging? Swing and jump. Swing and jump. Yeah. I did. I was swinging and I jumped from the swing, and I guess I landed wrong and I ended up cracking my collarbone.
Mommy.
That was in between my kindergarten and first grade year. Yes, dear.
Last night, anytime I've been at school, last night I ran and I jumped on the swing and I jumped off backwards. And I didn't scrape my knee and everything. I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Got a daredevil.
Okay. Yeah, Trenton, military doesn't know this, but in his first grade year, playing on the playground equipment, he had on cowboy boots. And he was climbing up on something, and he slipped, but his cowboy boot got stuck. And as he fell, it twisted his leg. And so he ended up having a spiral fracture right above his ankle. And he was in a cast from November until March because of that.
Well, I've always heard that those are worse than actual breaking them, so it takes longer to heal a spiral.
Last night, anytime I got out
Hold on, Nancy. Look at me. Okay. You look like you had a bruise on your nose.
Anytime I got out of the car, my shoe got.
Now you look like you have a black eye, dude. Look at me. Open your eyes. No, he really does have a black eye.
Did you bang your head?
Look at that.
No,
What did you hit your eye on?
I didn't hit it on anything.
Okay. If you say so.
With Teddy.
Nancy, Trenton this morning, he's out in the field. He's a Marine, and so he's out in the field doing field training. He was doing something, and I can't remember what Maya said he was doing, but he fell. And when he fell, there was a loud pop on his shoulder, and he had to roll to his left side and push up because he couldn't use his right arm. And all day he was just in a lot of pain and everything. And it wasn't until several hours ago that I guess the pain started getting to him enough that he actually told the field doctor. The field doctor felt around on it and said that it felt like his shoulder was dislocated. And so they took him to the hospital, And the hospital is saying that he has a shoulder fracture, but it's a very, very tough fracture or something like rough fracture, tough fracture, or something like that. So I don't know. But Maya said that she would keep me updated. And so that's where that picture came in, as I guess that's one of their x rays. So. And then I just got a message from Hunter's teacher just a second ago. They've got this Seesaw app that the teachers themselves can send out mass messages to all the parents. And it says, sickness is really hitting our school hard right now. I hope all of your kiddos are doing okay. If you know your child won't be at school, just let me know or call the school in the morning. I would like to limit the water foundation usage. The water fountain usage while germs are so high. So please bring that water bottle from home. I will do everything I can in my room to sanitize more and keep those hands clean. So
it's horrible.
They
My
actually
grandkids all went from the flu to strep.
They canceled the Hunter's Christmas program that was scheduled for tomorrow night. They've canceled it. So I get that they said that they're going to reschedule, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, I hope so, Nancy. I don't care, Rebecca. Josh isn't here, so you can come up if you want.
Separated, dislocated is about the same. Rebecca.
Oh, gosh, darn it. I've been slipping to my back. It's been killing me.
Well, I just want to get up here and tell you that there's nothing really to be worried about. I mean, he's at medical. It's, dislocated or broken or separated or whatever. And they're not going to kick him out of the Marine Corps for it, even if it's like 8 weeks or whatever, because they'll just put him on light duty or whatever. And then once it gets back to normal, he'll go to his regular job. Now, if it was something to where he couldn't perform his duties or any other kind of duties like that, they may have to discharge him with a medical discharge. It would be an honorable discharge under medical conditions or whatever. But if that ever happened, he would be definitely get disability from the Marine Corps through the VA, and it would be a service-connected disability.
Dang it.
Dang it, what?
I'm just worried about him.
Well, I guess that's your job as a mother, but I'm here to tell you as a Marine with a dislocated or separated shoulder, there's nothing to worry about. He's still gonna be in the Marine Corps. Trust me.
Yeah, but he's always been a mama's boy.
I've seen him around you and everything else. And yes, Trenton is a mama's boy, but he's fine. You ain't got nothing to worry about, Wendy.
I know. He's just my baby. It's just before Hunter came along, Trenton was the baby, and so he always got spoiled.
Preferential treatment.
And even though Hunter came along, Trenton was still my baby because he had been my baby for so long, and so I just worry about him.
Ain't nothing like him, is it?
Ain't Zombie looking good up there? He looking pretty cute.
You like my tree?
I ain't talking about your tree, brother.
I love your tree. That's cool. Yay! His tree reminds me what it looked like out your front door that one night, Eddie.
Your front
door. I know what that was. Knock on the door, wasn't it?
Yeah. When I got swatted.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I seen that video that Jamie posted on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
You didn't think it was funny at the time, though, did you?
I didn't know what was happening at the time. Somebody at 2:00 in the morning banging on my door like that. I grabbed my 357 and went to, I answered my door with my 357 in my hand. And I opened the door and I'm like, who is it? Because my screen door, outside door is glass, but it's got tint on it and it's mirror tint. So they can't see in, but you can see out. And that's why they banged and went back down the stairs and had flashlights and everything else pointing up. But I yelled out the door. I'm like, who is it? And they say, Liberty County Sheriff's open the door, come out or whatever. And then I set my gun, my 357 on the couch and I walked outside with a puppy in my hand. But
Man. Any idea who did that?
nope, it was a computer generated 911 call. And they just said that I was going to kill my family or kids and whatever, and then kill myself. And I was sitting here on live on the Good Cop Bad Dog show.
Yeah.
When they banged.
Holy cow.
So.
Man, I couldn't imagine that.
Oh, it ain't no big deal. I mean, I knew one of the cops out there. She didn't remember me, but I had met her through another cop friend of mine like 2-3 years ago when I moved in this place. Sat out there on the street talking to her when she was in her car. And then I said she didn't remember me or whatever. And then I said, I don't want to get too personal, but so-and-so, I said her first name because I remembered her first name. And she's like, yeah, like, how do you know my friggin' first name? Because I told her, I said, I know you. And she's like, no, you don't. And then I said, when she was fixing to leave, I said, I won't get too personal, but so-and-so. And she said, yeah, because she was confused. And I said, I've met you out there. I sat there and talked to you outside on the street. I said, through another cop friend of mine. And she goes, oh, you bought this place from so-and-so, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. And she said, oh, okay. Well, there was 3 of them out there, but I knew her. I had met her before.
Huh. I used to know when I was a firefighter, I used to know all the cops because they would show up to a lot of the wrecks that we had to respond to and stuff like that. But man, it's been 8 years since I was a firefighter, and the cop turnover ratio in our area is unbelievable. And I probably wouldn't know hardly any of them now.
Well, see, that's the thing. Back in Humble in high school, when I was in high school, I knew a lot of the cops. You know, one was at our school, and I mean, I knew a lot of the cops. But then now the department's got so big, and I was a volunteer firefighter in Humble for 2 years when I got out of the Marine Corps, and I knew a lot of the cops from MVAs and everything like that. But the turnover, and because the department grew and everything else, and now I don't live in Humble anymore. I live in Dayton, so it's
Yeah.
But I do know 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I know like 3 Liberty County sheriffs out here in this area. I know like 2 or 3 Dayton PD. I know like 2 or 3 Liberty PD, and I know 1 constable. So, well, 2 constables actually. I know the head
We don't
constable.
have constables in our area.
Oh, shoot. Here in Texas, we have everything. We have city PD, we have county, we have constables, we have, well, then in Houston, you have Metro, you have DPS, you have freaking, and then there's school and airport police, and there's all kinds of freaking law enforcement agencies here.
We've got
You also have the Rangers, don't you?
state.
Yeah,
troopers,
yes, we have Texas Rangers, but in order to be a Texas Ranger,
Randolph County, and then like city of Moberly. But Jacksonville is a small village, and Cairo is a small village, and so neither one of them have police departments. So it's actually the Randolph County that responds, or state troopers that responds to things that happen out in our area.
well, see, right here in this area, you have city, you have the city PD, then you have county and constables, and then you have your highway patrol,
Okay.
and then you have like Texas Rangers, you have INS, you have, immigration, you have, of course, there's,
Okay. Stand right here so they can see it. Okay.
oh, shoot, for the, animal and wildlife parks, city and wildlife or parks, I forget. But I mean, there's all kinds of DEA, you have everything here. Now, not all of them have jurisdiction in the specific area, but there's a ton of different departments.
Yeah. Growing up in Huntsville, Huntsville being a small town, they had just a small police department, and I was really good friends with the main cop's daughter, Chris.
Huntsville, where?
Buddy, his name is Buddy Stuck, and he was the cop of Huntsville for, forever. 20, 30 years. But it was like 4 or 5 years ago, he was putting his gun belt on, and his gun was loaded, and he somehow managed to shoot himself, and he didn't survive.
Oh,
Wow.
So,
Huntsville, where?
Huntsville, Missouri.
We have a Huntsville, Texas, too, and that's where a prison is.
Well,
The big prison, big state
that's
pen.
where our Randolph County Jail is in Huntsville. They built a huge courthouse and everything in Huntsville, but
No, our big
Yeah.
prison, state prison, is here in Huntsville. Well, is in Huntsville, which ain't far from Houston. It's north of Houston, but that's where our death row is too.
we have a prison in Moberly, Moberly Correctional Center, but it's not like a state prison or anything that I know of, but it's just a prison. My stepdad worked there for a really long time, and then my ex-husband worked there too. Too bad he wasn't in it. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oops. Rebecca
Yes.
Ninja.
texted me yesterday morning, and I was going to message you, but I had, the headache I had was worse than a migraine, and I literally was in bed all day yesterday. But they restocked their yarn. The Linda lady, I guess, came in and restocked their yarn.
Oh,
And so
good.
she said to make sure you get there like tomorrow, or they're closed on Mondays.
Tuesday.
So make sure you get there Tuesday.
I will.
And get what you want, because
I was hoping to see if they had some more cotton.
Yeah,
That's
she
what I was.
said their yarn goes fast, so you need to make sure you get there, first thing Tuesday. To
What time did they open?
I'm thinking 9.
9. Okay.
Your police station has 2 beds. I don't know about the Moberly police station anymore. I don't know if I'm sure they probably hold offenders, but I know a lot of the offenders are taken to the Randolph County Jail to be held, just because. But I think the Moberly police station still has some jail cells. I think. Let's see. Yeah, but it's just for short timers, I think.
How far do y'all live away from each other?
Oh, Rebecca and I, we live about
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yes, actually, Ashley, I was in that Wise Woman Botanicals 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I think Rebecca's been in there too.
Yes, Blue is
I
on.
drop down and I'll see y'all later.
Blue is on CBD
Okay,
now.
hon, you have a
Yeah,
good night.
I'm jumping down too.
Okay,
I see y'all later.
Rebecca, bye, Eddie.
Bye, Rebecca. Bye. Bye, Rob.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Wendy.
hugs and loves.
Bye.
Wendy.
But yes, Ashley, I was in there. I had to buy 2 things. Pine needle oil and I think it was rosemary oil or something like that. Ashley, is what I bought when I was in there last time. Yeah, that's kind of with us, Ashley. We live way out in BFE, so if anything goes wrong, then we've got to call the county because there is no city cops around here except for in town Moberly or Macon, but we're in Randolph County, not Macon County. So it would be Randolph County Sheriff's Office that we would call out here. Well, Ashley, the next time you come up this way, let me know. Ashley, do me a favor. I want to do something real quick, but to where others can't see it, but where you should be able to.
Oh.
Hit that link to come up in the basement. I won't bring you up on screen, but if you come up into the basement, you should be able to see private chat, and I'll put my phone number in there. Why isn't it giving me private chat right here? Okay. Okay, I'm putting that in private chat. Okay, Ashley, can you see private chat? You type it into the thing. Unless you want to come up on screen, which I don't want to do that unless you want to. But if you can see the private chat button, then my phone number's in there. I just didn't want to type it in regular chat where the whole world can see it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I'll wait for her reply. Okay, yes. Yep, I see your message in private chat. Do you see my phone number? If so, write my phone number down and just keep it in your phone or whatever. And then the next time you head up this way to Wise Botanicals, let me know. You don't see my phone number? Okay, let's try it this way. There's that one. You see that part of it. Okay. There's the second part. There's the third part. I'll write her quick. Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
Don't eat that, please.
Okay, darling.
Don't eat it.
Yes, next time you get up this way, you know, give me a call or a text or something and I'll meet you. Oh, and by the way, everyone, I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Generational Homestead or not, but if you aren't, make sure you do, and make sure you check out the latest post from his mom.
It's like 3 videos back.
Wesley at Generational Homestead is having a birthday this month, but he told his mom that he doesn't want any birthday presents. Yep. And so, but his mom did put their address down so we can all send
I
him
want a birthday present.
Your birthday's not until May. But this way, since his mom put their address down, we can all send him a birthday card or a
Mommy.
Christmas card with a happy birthday in it or
Mommy.
something like that.
I
What?
want a Christmas present.
You will get a Christmas present when Santa comes and visits you.
No, I'm talking about my birthday one.
Your birthday isn't until May. May 24th.
Yeah.
I said I wanted wanted
months
a
away.
present for my birthday.
You'll get a present for your birthday in May.
Oh.
So yes, make sure to subscribe to Generational Homestead and check out their community page, and it'll be probably several posts back. I'm not certain, but it has their address, and so make sure to send Wesley a birthday card or a Christmas card with a happy birthday in it or something like that, because his birthday is this month. Wesley, you'll be 16. Because for some reason I'm thinking you were 15, but maybe I'm wrong. Your gotcha day. Okay. What does that mean? How old will you be, Wesley? 16 or 15? Good. For some reason I was thinking you were 15, but I may be like really wrong on that. You'll be 13? Or you are 13? Oh. You were adopted on your birthday? Oh, the day I was adopted is May 24th. Oh, your adopted day is his birthday. Oh, that is so freaking awesome. Huh. That is so cool, bud. Wesley will be 13, so you will officially be a teenager. Well, make sure you give your mother this knife sharpener that you won. Good night, Nancy. Hugs and love, sweetheart. You have a good week. And as I said earlier, next Sunday night's live will be actually Monday night, because we're going to be having a special Veterans Live Monday night at 5 instead of, hi, Josh. Monday night at 5 instead of Sunday night. So there will be no live Sunday night. It will be Monday night at 5 instead of Sunday night at 7. So just so everybody knows, it'll be a veterans only live. There will only be veterans up on screen with me. So
Wendy,
yes, hon.
I've got some things I've got to get done here.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you something that I got in the mail today.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's pretty.
Brampton Gardner gave me Rochelle. She
Raquel.
gifted. I got a box today.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Ronald.
Hi.
This is what I got in the mail today.
Holy cow, Rebecca. That is awesome.
Yeah, that came from
Box of yarn.
Garden State Gardener. And then
wow.
tonight I was
Hi,
on
Joel.
his live. That's why I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And I gave away a pot holder.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making the dishcloth right now for 2 different people.
Oh, wow.
The thing they don't realize is they're going to get a pot holder and dishcloth.
Awesome.
So they don't
That's
know that. They
awesome.
think they're going to get either a pot holder or a dishcloth. Well, no, that's not what's going to happen.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, I've been working on this thing, getting the dishcloth done.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let you know, and I love
That's awesome,
these
baby.
colors. I think I may make me something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, instead of sending this out to
Hi,
other
Beverly.
people,
I started on your quilt rack thingies, by the way.
Okay.
I'm almost done with them, honestly.
Okay.
I've got it down into 2 pieces and I've got them sewn in the right length. And so now I just got to sew the 6.5 inch over and still leave that lip. That's all I've got left on both of them is
Okay.
just to fold
Okay.
that over
Great.
and then leave the lip.
Well, maybe
But as I
with
said yesterday, had a bad headache and then still had a little bit of a headache this morning. I'm still dealing with that freaking toothache. I'm wondering if I don't have some type of a bone infection. I mean, I'm actually really worried about that because it's
my.
still hurting and I've still got a hole and it tastes weird. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking something's not right. But in a way, yes. Make sure you make it to Summer's store Tuesday morning.
I certainly will. It's going to
But it
be
was
a
March.
it's going to be a close call because I've got to take someone to work at about 8 o'clock in the morning.
But it was Marcia that actually messaged me about it, not Summer.
Okay.
So I don't know if Summer had the day off Saturday or what, but it was Marcia.
Yeah,
that
they
messaged.
said she'd be there. They said she'd be there Tuesday. I called, and
Garden State so and so. Awesome. You're new.
yeah, definitely.
That is awesome. I love your name. Huh. Awesome.
That's an interesting name.
Yes, it is. I really like that. But
Very,
yeah,
very
I wanted to. I'm glad you came up because that reminded me to tell you that Marcia had texted me yesterday about that. So
Okay, that's good. I need to find some more cotton yarn because I don't have a lot of it.
yeah,
So that I can
most
make.
yarn is polyester and stuff now.
Yeah, they've got polyester's kind of going by the wayside. It's more acrylic. Yes,
Yeah.
I got some polyester, which I'm gonna make
Yeah,
those things that you do that cross thing. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
some of those. Learn how to do that.
Well,
And
that's cool.
give those out. So, but yeah, I've got to finish this, and I've got to start working on some other hats. So I'm gonna get off
Okay.
here and.
Give Ronald a big hug for me.
Oh, I will.
And I'm using his mic.
It's your mic now.
I'll show you.
Okay, bye.
Gosh, this thing is heavy. That's the mic that Rebecca's brother Ronald bought for me. And then they came up and Ronald got it situated and stuff on my laptop. So that was awesome. I really like that. He also brought me some speakers, but I had to undo the speakers because they were popping and crackling really loud and stuff. So Josh, you want to come up for a little bit, my love? Little Ridge Farm. Holy cow. Haven't seen you in ages. How are you doing? Last time I heard anything about you, somebody said you were sick or had been in the hospital or something like that. That was several months ago. Josh, are you still here? He may be gone. Well, that's good, Mark. I'm glad. It's just I even checked out your channel not too long ago and seen you hadn't posted anything for a while, and so I was actually a little worried about you because as I said, the last time somebody had mentioned anything about you when I was in a live, they said something about you were sick and had been in the hospital or something like that. God Lord, Mark, was it the COVID that did this, or was it something else? I'm just glad you're still with us. I mean, as I said, it was just probably last week I was going through all of my channels and your channel was in there, and it was like 2 months that you'd posted anything, and so I was like, oh gosh, I hope he's okay. Kidney stones and back issues. Wow, babe. Hey, Cobalt, you took off the 66. Holy cow, Mark. Man, hon, I am so sorry you're having to deal with that. That sucks, honey. Josh must have skipped out on us. It's just Daddy in the basement. Chill out. Every little bump, even in the middle of the night, if the house creaks wrong, he barks. Oh, Mark. Oh, Bud. What happened? No, Mark. I am so sorry, hon. I am so sorry. Mark, are you where you can come up on panel and let us know what happened? You can't give up, Mark. There's people out there like me that looked at your channel and wonder what happened to you and if you're okay. And if you hadn't come on, I'd still be wondering. And I'd rather know that you're okay than wonder.
Come on, Hunter.
I can imagine. I myself, knock on wood, have never been through a house fire. My husband has. Him and his ex-wife lost everything in a house fire. So Jeff knows what you're going through. Mark, Little Ridge Farm, lost his house and everything he owned last Saturday.
They doing okay? Anybody hurt?
He says, I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally drained. Hey, Jake.
If they need anything, I mean, of course, they need everything.
What state do you live in, Mark?
We're gonna do these thingies.
We're gonna make another bird feeder, okay?
Where are you staying?
You're gonna make another one. You're gonna make it now.
No, not right now. Okay, just gotta get the table saw and everything back here before I can do it.
You're gonna get everything that
New York. Holy cow, bud.
your saw blade and that stuff to make bird house. No.
I don't know if it's like that in New York, but I know here, if you contact like the Salvation Army and United Way, I know they put you up in a hotel or a motel or something like that for like a week or something like that. Thanks, Jake.
Do they have any family that they're staying with?
Mark, do you have any family or anything that you're staying with?
The insurance, they'll have to make their itemized list of everything.
Did you have insurance and Jeff said that if you had insurance, you'll have to make an itemized list of everything that was in the house and that you lost. As I said, him and his ex-wife.
It happened
went-
a week ago, so I'm sure
Yeah.
they probably already got that ball rolling.
Okay.
No way. That's a shame.
Mark says he's going to try and do a live tomorrow to explain everything.
Well,
He had no insurance.
well,
Mark.
do they have all the, I mean, do they have necessities that they need right now?
He's staying with his sister for another week.
Family? How many?
Was it just you, Mark, or did you have like a wife and kids living with you too, or what? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've talked to you, so I don't remember much. I remember you had 2 channels. And I remember your name was Mark and that you're an older gentleman. That's what I remember.
What size clothes does he wear?
His 10-year-old daughter. So it was just you and your 10-year-old daughter in the house that lives there, that lives with you?
Shit, they need clothes and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just him and his 10-year-old daughter.
Both got out okay.
You both got out okay? Neither one of you were hurt
They happened to
or burned or anything? Jeff's happened in the middle of the night, and he went running across the melting linoleum floor in the kitchen to get to his daughter's bedroom that was off the kitchen so he could, save her. And his feet were burned really bad in the fire. And then something dripped on his head and burnt his head. And he still has a spot on his head that gets really dried out. And he'll sit there and he'll pick at it from that fire. And that fire happened, 30 years ago?
1989.
19
February of 1989.
February of 19
28th.
February
1989.
28th of 1989 is when Jeff's house fire
Coldest,
was.
coldest night of the year. That year.
But there was snow on the ground. And so when he went running outside in his bare feet that were burnt really bad, he was able to run his feet into the snow. And so that's probably what kind of saved his feet. He said, "We wasn't home. I just left 3 hours before I got the call my house was on fire." At least you guys weren't home. Yeah, during your live tomorrow, if you do it, make sure to put in your address or email me your address or something. And Jeff and I'll see what we can do about putting something together to send to you. Just, it may not be much, but it,
Clothing sizes and all.
yeah, make sure you put clothing sizes and stuff like that, because I think you and Jeff were close to the same size. You both are kind of smaller guys, so. But man, Mark, my hugs and my prayers and my love just goes out to you so much, honey. As I said, I myself, knock on wood, have not been through a house fire, but Jeff has. And so,
You got put out some.
what?
Said you've helped put out a bunch.
Well, I've helped put out house fires, but that's not the same as going through one. Being the person that loses everything. He says we've got plenty of clothes now. The Red Cross helped.
Awesome.
Good.
Man.
Hey, Raindrop, how are you doing, hon? Jeff weighs like 143. Jeff weighs like 143 pounds. So, yeah, Jeff's a smaller guy. Josh, get your butt up here. I've been wondering where the heck he went. He disappeared on me.
189.
Yeah, before he became diabetic, he was like 189, you know, a little on the chunky side, not bad. But when he became diabetic, he lost mega weight like overnight. It was insane. And so, yeah. But yeah, Jeff's a smaller guy.
I lost about 54 pounds.
Yeah.
About 3 months' time.
I weighed 170.6 this morning. I was really looking forward to waking up in the morning and weighing myself and seeing a 169 because I haven't been in the 170s or the 160s since way before I had Hunter. But yeah, Jeff made homemade pizza tonight for supper. I had 1.5 pieces. So
Back again.
there's a good chance that blew that 169 out of the water. Josh, I'm waiting. Okay. Okay, Mark. There, is that better? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, Mark, if you could come up and, email me your address or something, we can still send you some, deodorant and body wash or bar soap or razors or, whatever is needed for you and your daughter. Her being 10, I doubt she'd need feminine products yet, so. Hell, anymore, who knows? Wow.
I just wanted one more.
Woo! Hi.
Howdy.
What are you doing, handsome?
Being a grunt.
Being a grunt, huh? See, that's where I got mine, Janet.
Huh?
What'd you say, baby?
That's Jeff the small guy. What's that make me?
Well, you got a beer gut on you. You do. But Janet, I used to coupon too. I quit a couple of years ago, but yeah, that's where I got most of my stuff too, is from couponing. I still have like tons of shampoo and razors and all of that from couponing. But yeah, if Mark comes up and we're able to get his address, we can all kind of send him some stuff like that.
I'm only 215.
I'm not too far behind you. Well, I have lost a lot, but I was a lot closer to you than I am now. I weighed this morning and I was 170.6. So, but when I first started my diet, I was like 198. So I'm getting there. Very,
Right.
very slowly.
No, I'm a DOT physical the other day. I'm 6'2", 215. I'm just a little guy.
You're tall. 215 for being 6'2" isn't bad.
The doctor said it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Wesley,
Yeah.
no.
I'm-
You don't
I'm
need to find
borderline
somebody who will do the couponing for you. You need to find somebody who will teach you to do it. There's a difference. Have you ever heard the saying about teaching a person to fish? The same for couponing. If I give you a fish, it only feeds you for a day. But if I teach you to fish, then it can feed you for a lifetime. Same with couponing. If I do the couponing for you, then you're not learning anything. But if I or somebody else teach you to do it, then you'll know it for a lifetime. Wise words, young man. Wise words. See my tree, Josh? Eddie said it's had a little bit too much to drink because it's spinning. Here comes Mark.
I'm done.
Hey, old
That's Will.
man.
Hey,
How you doing, darling?
well, trying to hang in there,
I know, babe. I know. But I'm glad to see you're back on YouTube or back with us, even if it's for a short time or a long time or whatever you decide. I'm glad to
Yeah.
finally know you're okay, that you're still alive, because as I said, last time I heard, you had been in the hospital and then I didn't hear anything after that. And so I didn't know if you were still with us or not. And so the other day when I seen your channel and I seen you hadn't posted anything for like 2 months, I was a little concerned.
All right.
So, but if do you have a PO box or anything that you could share out? Or
I have a PayPal, Cash App, and Zelle. I just don't have it right handy at the moment because all I have is my phone now, so it makes it really difficult. After losing my computer and everything. So, I'll definitely get everything put out there. Devil Dog's got the info too.
Okay.
But,
Jeff and I don't have a lot of cash or anything we could send you, but as I said, I used to coupon and Janet used to coupon, and so we could both send you, shampoos and body washes and razors and all of that type of stuff.
yeah, I mean, I got, Red Cross helped me out a little bit, so I was able to get some new clothes, because all I had on, when I got back here was just a pair of sneakers.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, if you get a chance to email me your address or something like that, do it. If not, I'll get it off of Eddie if you want me to. Does Eddie have your address? Mark. Hunter.
What?
Pull up. Mark, does Eddie have your address?
Whoa.
Hold on. I got a message. Okay. Mommy needs to put your water bottle in your.
I'm gonna go to
Why?
school.
Yeah, you've got school tomorrow, but I've got to. Yeah, I think we lost him too.
It broke the ship. Broken ship. Broken ship. Broken ship. Broken ship. Broken ship.
Man, my headache's trying to come back. Gosh darn it. Oh, today is my granddaughter Anastasia's birthday.
You want to go there? You want to go to your
No, today is Anastasia's birthday. Your hold up. Your sister, your niece. Anastasia, your niece's birthday.
Oh,
She's 4. She is so pretty.
what about me? I got to go there.
Oh, they didn't have a party for her, baby.
Oh,
Okay, Wesley.
for
You have a good night, honey.
Monday.
See you next Monday for the Veterans Live that Josh will be a part of.
When?
Right? Monday. I sent you an email. Don't you ever check your email? Monday, December 12th at 5 p.m. Central Time.
You got what? You cut out my internet's been acting up.
The Veterans Live. I sent you an email. Monday, December 12th at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Man.
Tanner, come on.
Oh yeah, the veterans thing.
Yeah. My Navy person dropped out because he's in YouTube jail. So I've got to find another Navy person, which Eddie is helping me with that. So
What about little booger? What's her name? Sam. Shoot.
thank you, Raindrop. Okay,
You know,
Ashley. Good night, sweetheart.
Queen.
Okay, Garden State. You have a good night. Hugs and loves, babe.
See you, Ashley. Do you know the Fire Queen?
You know who?
Fire Queen.
No.
Booger US 500.
Send me her link or something. Because I'm just needing somebody from the Navy that used to be in the Navy. Eddie has Eddie's trying to get Wright's Trapping, Coyote from Wright's Trapping. I guess he used to be in the Navy. So Eddie's trying to get him to do it. You take care, Raindrop. You have a good night, honey. Good night, Peter. Hug, sweetheart. You're going to put a hole in my floor? Where? Oh. I was going to say, it better be a hidden hole.
Her daughter's Navy,
Okay.
and she has a YouTube channel.
Okay. Awesome. I seen your message pop up. My husband's getting ready to drill a hole in my living room floor. Oh, he said he's not getting ready to. He is. If it gets loud, you'll know why.
You tell her, Jeff. You do what you want.
He seriously is.
For a little guy, he's wearing the pants in the family.
Oh, we share the pants.
Must be a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah. he got himself a new little Chromebook today. So now he didn't like his laptop. It was too big for him. So he wanted something small. And so now I guess I've got two laptops. One I can use down here for my lives and everything else. And then now I've got his old one that I can use for my business up in my craft room, I guess. I don't know. And then if you know anybody looking for a 55 or 65 inch TV that has absolutely nothing at all wrong with it, let me know. Because ours isn't a smart TV where we can download things off the internet, even though it uses our Wi-Fi and stuff like that. I can't, do like Roku with it. I can do YouTube with it. I can do Netflix with it, but I can't do, Roku and all of that. And so we're going to sell ours. And I've got another one that's coming in. That's a Philips 55-inch Roku TV.
It's a what?
It's a Philips Roku TV, because we're trying to get away from Dish Network, because Dish Network was, before I messed with our bill and took away some of our channels, they were charging us $165 a month.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
And so I messed with our channels and I got us down to about $125 a month, but that's still too freaking much, especially when we don't watch half the channels. And so since I couldn't do all the streaming services with our current TV, I bought another TV, and so we'll be selling this one and being able to use Roku and get away from Dish Network. That's okay, Mark. I understand, hon. So, yeah, that's... So you put a hole through my floor, huh?
That's why I got 3 holes.
You put 3 holes?
I put 3 holes
Why?
because 2 of them hit a floor joist.
Jeffrey.
What the heck?
That's what I'm saying, Hunter. What the heck?
Yeah, Jeff, what the heck?
He hit a floor joist with 2 of the holes.
I heard him.
So,
Hi, Hunter.
thank God for wood putty. There's Uncle Josh.
I think we need to tape 2 of those holes.
You think we need to tape 2 of them up?
Yeah.
Well, there's a stuff out there that's called wood putty, and you can take the wood putty and you can fill holes with it and then sand it, and then you can kind of stain it the same color as the floor. And so hopefully we won't be able to tell the other 2 holes are there. Hopefully.
Look at the private chat.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to sell that on screen. Or on whatever. You know what I mean.
It's I'll have to have Jeff tell you for sure the inches wise on it. It's either a 55 or a 65 inch, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just we can't download streaming services for it, And so I was thinking like $100.
I'm going to say it.
It is 6 minutes until your bedtime.
I've got I told you I got in at 2 of the rooms of the house.
Yeah.
And I've got a 42, I think, for my office. When I move everything up there, so I'm going to hook this to that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about getting something a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't need it, but I thought, what the hell?
Well, that one's a pretty good size.
Because I had a 55 and it started acting up. The screen got a little black dot and just kept growing. I just got mad and got rid of it and But that,
This
But
one
the
does not
full-
have that problem.
but my bedroom's so freaking long, it was harder to see. But I bought the, I had the 55 in the living room to begin with. We were at Sam's Club and I seen that one in the bedroom now. I'm like, oh my God, she's like, "You're not buying." I said, "You watch me." At her expedition, I'm like, "I'll be back here tomorrow with my pickup truck." That was like on a Sunday. Monday afternoon, I packed up at Sam's Club and the pickup truck, loading that big dude up in the freaking back.
Okay, just a minute, Bubby.
And then went to look at some new couches
Mm.
stuff. Our living room's so freaking big
It's my teeth.
Did you brush them?
because I
Hmm?
don't do anything small. Go big or go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our living room's freaking big, and there was that other one I told you at the grocery store, and she's like, "Holy crap, look at that!" And I'm like, "I wanted something that close to that size. You said no." She's like, "Yeah, but look at that." I'm like,
Yeah, that'd be like you were like living in the TV. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I was,
those new TVs that curve?
"I don't like them."
I don't either. But yeah, I've seen them at Walmart and stuff, how the edges of them kind of curve. And I'm like, that's weird. Okay.
Mine's 130 or 180 degree
Oh, God.
line of sight. I don't remember.
Checking my email now, bud. Mark Wilson, howdy. Yep. I got it, babe. So yeah, send me an email with your address. Oh, man.
I think Devil Dog's got it.
Oh, good Lord. But really? Whenever I seen him at Walmart, it just was so weird looking. You know, I mean, I guess just because I've always grown up with, the flatter screens and the
I just didn't care for it.
big wooden box screens that sit on the ground. And
I don't like wood.
One of my real good friends is
Wood.
he's an AV guy.
I don't like wood.
That's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
And I was like, how big do I need to go for this room? Come on. It's these little calculators. And he told me it was 2 inches smaller than what I have in my living room. I'm like, that's flipping stupid. He's like, that's what it costs. I'm like, whatever. Then you seen that one open. She's like, I think we need that. And I'm like, I think I know I need that, but I tell you what, hanging it gun on the wall,
Yeah.
that was nerve wracking.
Yeah. Yeah,
I had a furniture store right to the house. I'm like, I am not putting it back in my pickup truck. Y'all put that in your box truck, strap it in, bring it over, pack it in the house, and I'm like, we can't hang it up for you. I'm like, you can deliver it to my living room though. So we took the one down. We took one down that night.
It's under there now.
Put the other one up.
I miss
It's
it.
under there.
I know, I see her. She's right over here by me. She's by the heater.
Or anytime
The cat's fine. She will go back down in the basement before she has a chance to do anything.
Anytime the cat.
She's fine. She gets to come up and visit once in a while.
Anytime
Don't you, darling?
Anytime the cat poops.
Yeah, my cat is getting old. And so she's getting to the stage where she doesn't like using her litter box and stuff anymore. And so she is pretty much condemned to the basement because it's easier to clean up messes down there. But we do let her up, once or twice a day so she can spend time with the family. And then we put her back down before she has a chance to do anything. But every now and then I miss it and she'll poop or pee up in front of my craft room door. I don't know why she thinks that's her new bathroom whenever she's upstairs, but she does. But I guess I'm going to have to get off of here and put little man to bed because Jeff is messing with internet. I guess that's what he's doing, going through the floor and drilling holes through the floor as he's messing with our internet box. Trying to get,
Yeah,
I
I'd say
guess,
so.
internet moved up here, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and get Hunter put to bed.
All
That way
right.
I can relax for 5 minutes. So you have a good night, babe.
You too.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye, baby.